Okay, so today we're going to be making some artisan bread. I'm sure you've had this bread before. I love it. I've been buying store-bought bread for a long time. When I made this recipe and tasted the bread, it's like, what the heck was I doing all this time? Anyway, it's super easy to make. I'm going to show you how to do it. Doesn't take a lot of ingredients. You don't need a KitchenAid mixer, and you don't have to be kneading it like crazy. It's really simple. This bread is so simple to make. Doesn't take a lot of ingredients, but there is one little secret that I'm going to tell you that I put into my bread that I know you're going to love. So anyway, let's get to work. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is mix our dry ingredients. First, we're going to use bread flour or regular flour, some yeast, and some salt. Now you just want to mix this together really well. Don't worry, there'll be a complete list of the ingredients at the end of the video. Now we're going to take our 1.5 cups water and heat it between 120 to 130 degrees. You'll want to use a thermometer for this. Okay, now I'm going to reveal to you my secret ingredient. It's 2 tablespoons of honey. You want to mix it into the warm water, and we're going to mix these together really good. Personally, to me, this is what turns it into comfort food. I gotta tell you, doing this will enhance the flavor. And of course, it'll make a great addition with your favorite comfort food meal. Okay, at this point, go ahead and pour your warm water and honey mixture in with your dry ingredients. And I just take a wooden spoon and mix it. All you have to do is mix it for a minute or two at the very most, just until the ingredients are all combined. This is why I love this recipe, because you don't need to break your back kneading it for 10-15 minutes. This is a good time to think about how you're going to tell your wife about that new golf club you bought and that you're golfing with the boys this weekend. And that's it. That's all you have to do. Okay, at this point, all we're going to do is cover it with some wet cheesecloth. Now we're going to put this mixture in a warm area and let it rise for 3 hours. Okay, now we're going to prepare our Dutch oven at this point. You're going to need something with thick walls. If the pot is too thin, believe me, your bread is going to burn. It's not going to turn out the way it's supposed to. Okay, all we're going to do is we're going to line the Dutch oven with some parchment paper. They come in wide sizes, but I have a small size, so I have to do 2 layers. All you have to do is just line the bottom and the sides and have your parchment paper stick out in the sides. Believe me when I tell you, there's no magic to this. All you do is just line it with some parchment paper. It's really simple. And just trim the sides with some scissors and leave about 1 inch to 1.5 inches over the lip of your pot. Okay, it's been about 3 hours. Let's take our dough out and see what it looks like. At this point, as soon as you take your dough out, turn your oven on to 500 degrees. Okay, this is what your dough is going to look like. I know it doesn't look like a typical dough, but and it is a little jelly looking, so to speak, but that's what you want. Okay, next we're going to put a lot of flour on our board here, and we're going to take our dough out of the bowl. And we're going to put it on top of the flour. And then I'm going to put about 1/8 cup on top of the dough. And all we're going to do is fold it 10 times. I'm sure you can see here that I'm trying to impress you with my highly skilled culinary skills. Now there's no special way to do this. You can do it any way you want. Just fold it in half 10 times. Now just turn it into a ball. And what we're going to do is we're going to place it into our Dutch oven. And just cover it with a cloth and let it sit for 15 to 30 minutes while your oven is preheating. Okay, so the dough's been sitting in the pot for 15 or 30 minutes and it's been rising during this time. Doesn't that look really nice? Now go ahead and put the lid on it and put it in your 500-degree oven. Okay, we're going to leave it in there for 30 minutes. Okay, it's been 30 minutes, and at this point we're going to take the pot out and remove the lid and put it back in and leave it in there for 15 to 30 minutes depending how dark you want your bread. Okay, it's been about 20 minutes and this is the point where your dough turns into artisan bread. Just take it out of the pot and remove the parchment paper. Wow, look at that. Doesn't that look beautiful and tasty? Look at that golden crust. It's light and tasty. Look at this bread. Doesn't it look delicious? I can't wait to get some butter on it. It's absolutely amazing. It's easy and it's foolproof. Even I can do it, and you can too. Trust me, once you make this bread, it's going to take your toast, sandwiches, and dinner to a whole new level. Alright, thanks for joining me. Check out my other YouTube videos. I have a few other cooking videos I'm sure you'll like. I also have other how-to videos. Anyway, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the alarm button. Until then, we'll see you at my next video. Bye!